Alright guys, welcome back for another Dokkan Battle video, and today what I wanted to talk about is Extreme Super Battle Road. Now this video is more of going to be kind of like a little bit of a comprehensive guide to Extreme Super Battle Road, kind of giving you, examples of characters that will excel in this area to kind of give you an idea of, how you want to build your teams, what characters should you use, because again, Extreme Super Battle Road, it's just regular category Super Battle Road, but hooked on crack. Very simple. Yes, the enemies can be killed much more easier. So again, like they're squishy essentially. The enemies are squishy, but they hit really hard. That's about as much as I can tell you. They hit really hard, and when I mean really hard, I mean really hard. So again, the first unit I just wanted to talk about is the new LR Goku and Angel Vegeta. Again, very basic unit, very easy, very good in this mode. The reason why for this is, again, besides being an LR and being a new LR, again, 120% attack and defense means that they'll be at around 100k when they are in battle. And then there's this part of their passive as well, when they raise their attack and defense. So again, they have around maybe 100k defense, they're raising it, and then adding the 30% damage reduction. Again, they're not going to be taking damage. So again, for example, other units that you could use. Boom. Buuhan. Or Bootanks, before it turns into Buuhan. This Bootanks, again, for the same reasons. Even though he does not have damage reduction, what he does have is this. Recovers 12 HP at the start of turn. It's also a really good idea to have some type of healer. Also, the 50% support Boo. Again, on Super Attack, he heals 18% HP. I mean, you run him with this Bootanks, and, he's healing at the start of turn. That Super Boo's healing when he Super Attacks. You're healing, what, 30% HP right there? And you don't even have to use an item because, again, you can put this Bootanks in slot 1 and he can tank really, really well. Because, again, start of turn, he's around, I want to say maybe 150, 160k defense. And then if you give him his 18 key, he's going to be able to raise that defense, and he's going to be at around, what, like 200k defense? Which is the realm in where you want to be, because, again, once you're at around 200k defense is usually when you're taking double digits from normal attacks. So, again, units like that. So basically what I'm trying to get at is that you want units that are around 200k defense, because again, 200k defense is the minimum that you need to actually take double digits, because again, like I said before, dude, these enemies hit super hard. But the plus side is, because they hit super hard, they're easy to kill. So again, I mean, even adding to his value, units that hit really hard like this Bootanks, are going to be able to kill them much more easier. And then if you're somehow able to get Buuhan, it's basically over at that point. But, turn 4 transformations, actually, you probably won't even see, because, again, they're so squishy. You usually end the fights on turn 3, so, again, 4th turn, 5th turn, 6th turn, you're not going to see. And then same thing with this Goku and Vegeta. Now, this Goku and Vegeta, you could, in theory, get to the 4th turn, and again, you're probably going to be under 77% HP, because again, this is Extreme Super Battle Road. And then when you get Super Vegito out, again, it's really, really good, because again, he's recovering HP. He's got 150% attack and defense. He's still raising it on his super attacks. Again, he's got, his counters as well. And then he's also got this really broken ability where he's able to force these super attacks. And again, if you can somehow get Vegito out, then that's really good. But again, if any of you have seen, like the Truth's runs, Ningen's runs, who else? Off the top of my head, actually, Goresh, turn 4 and even turn 5 are like really rare, because again, the enemies can be killed much more easier. So yeah, other units. Boom. We've got Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I know many people may be thinking to themselves, you know what? Why would he be good, I've used him before and he gets killed or something. And I would normally agree with you. You know, like I wouldn't really think of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta as being someone who's really good in Extreme Super Battle Road. But the reason why he's super good is simply because of this. His massively raising attack and defense for one turn. But then you have the issue of it only being on his 18 key. And then, this is where this comes from. Where he gets 2 extra ki per rainbow or STR key sphere. And then you factor in this, his 80% defense at the start of turn. Now, the way that you would then put this all together is, again, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, defense at the start of turn, boom, he's around maybe 100k, right? Boom, you get his 18 ki off, massively raises it for one turn. He's at 200k, which, like I said before, is the realm of double digits. Of normal attacks, again, don't get it twisted, super attacks are gonna hurt. It doesn't matter who you are, the super attacks are going to hurt. But the reason why I then say, you know, I wouldn't worry all that much, you know, when getting his 18 key is because, again, he gets an extra 2 key per rainbow or STR. And a unit that you could bring if you have him is Cabba, the 50% support STR Cabba. Again, that Cabba, you put him on a rotation with this Vegeta, they're actually going to link up pretty well. They're going to have stuff like Super Saiyan, Saiyan Pride, Prepare for Battle, Saiyan Roar, Fierce Battle, stuff like that. So again, and actually, I just, just started thinking about this, the links as well. You know, if you have like level 10 links, you know, Saiyan Roar gives 10% defense, Prepare for Battle 5% defense, Saiyan Pride, you know, it gives attack, but, you know, even factoring in the link level ups, you know, like Vegeta's going to be pretty solid defensively, and then with Cabba on rotation, he's going to be creating STR orbs, and then Vegeta gets more ki with STR orbs. You know, you're going to be able to get his massively raising attack and defense for one turn off. So again, you know, this Vegeta is actually a really good unit for that, Extreme Super Battle Road stages. And then we've got Int Cell. Now, the reason why Int Cell is super good is because, yes, he has really good start of turn defense. When I used Cell, I think he had maybe, I want to say, 120, 130k, you know, defense at the start of turn. Of course, my Cell is only 55%. You know, for those of you who have, you know, maybe 1 or 2 dupes, you could be seeing Cell at around maybe 140, 150, around there. And then if he's rainbowed, I could theoretically see him at maybe 160. And I know you may be thinking, hey, you know what, 160, that's not in the realm, which is true, but then we have this. He evolves when HP is 30% or less. And again, since there's no turn restriction on this, if you get ass blasted in the first turn, you manage to survive that. You go into your second turn with Cell. Cell is then going to transform into Perfect Cell, and then he's going to fully recover HP. And then, once in this form, he gets 120% attack and defense and 4 ki. So again, you're going to be able to get a super off with this man. And then he gets an extra 20% attack and defense with 4 ki spheres, and another 20% attack and defense with 6 or more. So again, you link this guy up with the Extreme Int 50% support type, and you give him all the necessary orbs. Cell is going to be at a massive, massive defensive stat, and he's going to be able to hit really hard as well. And then another thing that Cell also has is his active skill, the Solar Kamehameha. But like I said before, third turn, you could see it, because, you know, even third turn is pushing things, because again, you know, the enemies are really squishy, so, you know, even in this form, Cell could, you know, like, I could say maybe almost one-shot an enemy, depending on, you know, how many enemies you're fighting. Can't English. But again, you know, these Extreme Super Battle Road stages, so like I was saying, you know, you could theoretically one-shot them, right? You know, if you're fighting Cell, right? You could theoretically one-shot a Cell Jr. Because again, the more enemies, less HP they have, squishier. The only issue is, you know, more chances of a super. Other units. Boom. Tech Golden Frieza. I think we all know how good Tech Golden Frieza is. And I could have included AGL Golden Frieza, who, you know, is even better than this Tech Golden Frieza, I would say, because again, he reduces it by like 90%, I think. So again, you know, like this Tech Golden Frieza reduces all damage by 80%. Boom. Very straightforward, very simple. You know, you put him turn 1, he's not taking damage again. Because again, he's actually got some really decent links that are going to help him in terms of defense, because he's got like Where is it? I think it's Shocking Speed, 5% defense. Revival, another 5% defense. Resurrection F, 10% defense. Super God Combat, no, that's just attack, and Fierce Battle is just attack. But again, you know, he's actually got some links that will give him defense on top of having this damage reduction, which means he's not going to be able to take damage. And then the final unit I just wanted to talk about is LRUI Goku. So far we've seen units with either crazy defense, they either, you know, can get crazy defense once they super, or they have crazy damage reduction. But we have not talked about the dodgers, like LRUI Goku. Now, LRUI Goku is kind of like a package where he's got crazy dodge, but at the same time, the dodge contributes to his crazy defense, right? And this is where UI Goku really shines, because he has this for 7 turns, and you rarely ever get to either the 4th or even the 5th turn. His 70% chance to dodge is going to be super, super good. And this is why I said, you know, you're rarely going to see active skills at all. Why? Because, you know, you usually end fights on the 3rd turn. You know, you rarely ever get to see the 4th turn, so you're not really going to be able to see Buhan or Vegito and all that. Again, UI Goku, 70% chance to dodge. Very basic, very simple. He's not going to take damage. Unless, you know, your RNG is not very good and he does get hit or maybe supered without, you know, building up his attacking defense. Because again, he does get, I believe it is, 1 key and then 11% attacking defense with each attack evaded. So again, you know, if you get those 7 dodges in, you know, he's going to be at a, I believe, what is this thing max out on? I think it's 100, maybe 54% attacking defense is what he gets once he's done evading. Because again, he gets an extra 77% attack and defense. Other units that dodge just like him. In Vados, she's got a 50% chance to dodge. You've got STR Whis, who's got another 70% chance to dodge. And Whis, I actually didn't pull him up here. Let me see if I can pull him up real quickly. The reason why his is, I would say, a little bit better. Where is Whis? I mean, I could have included units like Jiren, but like we don't have Jiren, you know, yet. Where is Whis? Come on. There we go. There's Whis. Okay. So the reason why Whis is super good is because he doubles his defense. He gets 50% defense with each evasion, and he has a great chance of it. So again, Whis starts at 50. Gets 1 dodge, that's 100%. Gets another dodge, that's 150. Gets another one, that's 200. Gets another one, that's 250. So it piles up that way. So Whis, you know, by the time he dodges maybe 5-6 attacks, he's going to be at around like maybe 300k defense. And even then, he's not going to be able to take damage. Why? Because he's got such crazy high defense, and he's got his 70% chance to dodge. And this is unconditionally. Like, Whis has this no matter what. Like, turn, let's say, 10, you're not even Extreme Super Battle Road. Whis is always going to have this great chance to evade enemies' attacks. LRUI Goku is just basically an LR Whis. Simple as that. So, again, I hope this video was helpful. If it's not, please let me down below. I don't like leaving people hanging. I don't want to make a video, you know, say like a comprehensive guide, and then people are just like, well, dude, you didn't do what you said. So please tell me in the comments down below if this helped you. The reason why I brought up all these units, you know, maybe people are still confused, like, hey, dude, why in the hell did you bring, you know, like, show me all these units? Like, I already know what they do. And the reason why I did that is, like I said before, is to kind of give you an idea of what you want. Because again, I've shown you units that have, you know, good defense and good damage reduction. Another example of that, believe it or not, would be someone like AGL Zamasu, the transforming one. Because again, with big bad bosses and links like that, he has moderate defense, he's got 40% damage reduction, he's going to be, you know, solid defensively. Buhan, you know, a unit with monster crazy high defense, and then he raises it at the same time. You know, you've got Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, who massively raises defense for 1 turn. You've got, you know, Tech Golden Frieza with 80% damage reduction. Another unit I could have put in here is AGL Super Vegito. Another 80% damage reduction. But again, that's only against normal attacks. And then a unit kind of like this, STR Goku and Vegeta, would be Physical Vegito Blue, where he greatly raises his defense, and then he's got 40% damage reduction. So he's got good defense with moderate damage reduction, means he really won't be taking damage. And I actually forgot to include them there, but counter units. Again, like the Super Vegito. For counter units, I would say go full crit. Why? Because since the enemy is squishy, you get a couple crits in there, you're most likely going to finish him off. And then we went to dodging units. Whis, LRUA Goku, Vados. You know, any dodging unit that has at least a 50% to a 70% chance to dodge is going to be super good in here. So again, that's kind of what I want you guys to think about, which units you want to bring that you know are either going to have moderate defense or going to have moderate damage reduction, good dodging, stuff like that, you know, because you kind of want a team like that with the full package in order to ensure that you're not going to be able to take damage and that you're going to win. Because again, they don't really need to hit super hard because again, the enemies already are pretty weak. So again, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Again, comment down below. If I see that, you know, this didn't really help a lot of people, I will delete this video and I will make a completely new one. And I'll see you guys in the next one.